Hello everybody, welcome back to Helvetia Bushcraft. And today we're going to talk a little bit about just why I prefer to wear wool over synthetic clothing. And it all has to do with, you know, what historically works, what works for me, and being around fire. Anyway, the first thing is when I'm out and about, you know, I have mostly wool clothing. Like this shirt right here I'm wearing here, this is a wool jacket shirt right here, and I wear it quite often. I use it as a jacket also, but this is what you'll see me in quite often. And I have several of these right here. I have a lot of them actually. I have another one here, and this is made. I've had this right here for a long time. I've had it for many years, and this is a very good one. This is a merino wool actually, so it doesn't itch at all. Now this is the one I'm wearing. So I stick to merino wool, which is out of New Zealand, and this is what I wear. And these are jack shirts. This right here is actually more of a front zipper, and has big long collars on to really get up on you if you're feeling cool outside. So this is what I wear. But as a base layer, I'll wear a synthetic shirt quite often, or a wool t-shirt. Now also, if it's really cold out, I'll skip those, and I'll just wear a wool pullover zipper shirt like this right here. This is a wool one right here, made here in Europe. And this is a medium weight, and it looks like very similar to the Hex shirts that we see out. But what this is right here, this is made out of wool instead of synthetic material. So if I'm wearing that, I'll wear that by itself, or I'll throw that and I'll put over it something else, okay? Quite often also, if it's quite cold outside, I can wear, in lieu of that, wear this style of wool shirt right here, and these are fantastic. This is a heavier weight one right here. It's a little bit heavier, it takes a lot more volume, but you know what? Never been cold in it, and that thing works great. Now, on the outside of those, what I'll do is I'll wear a Vintel smock or jacket or something like that, something that I can wear that works with nature. And this is a 100% cotton jacket right here. This has lots of pockets on, which is really nice. I have several of these right here. You've seen me in the green ones in videos. This is my tan one I've had for many years. This was made for me by a guy at SASS in the UK. He doesn't exist anymore. His business doesn't. But fantastic. They're made to my size. And I just saw a couple days ago where Cry Precision is even making a really nice smock now. So what the materials out of it is, I don't know for sure, but definitely look into that. I know Helicon Tex makes some interesting interaction smocks also, and there are other companies that make smocks. The thing is that you don't want something that's not going to work in all weather. This is a windproof smock, and when it gets a little bit damp, the materials actually expand and it becomes very waterproof also, and even more windproof. Is it going to protect you from a heavy rain? Not necessarily, but you know what? It breathes well, and you're not going to sweat and this kind of stuff underneath of it. It has plenty of pockets, like I said, to carry, and I can carry those over each other. Now, the reason why I avoid the synthetic stuff is quite often when you're around fire. I mean, you spend a lot of money on a really nice fleece jacket, or I've got a really nice Patagonia jacket, which I love to wear, but I don't wear it anymore in the field because it keeps getting burnt, it gets torn. That thing costs money, you know. So the wool ones right here are a lot less likely to burn. Matter of fact, wool has very similar property to Nomex when it comes to its protection level from fire. I think it's about 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. So less likely to get burned up. When it comes to trousers and that kind of stuff, avoid cotton trousers, stuff like that, which we've discussed before. But, you know, go out to a surplus store and get you an old pair of Army wool trousers. I mean, those things work great. And you can go ahead and spend some money on something much more expensive in wool, but the old Army ones, surplus ones are fantastic. The Swiss Army ones are very good. You get them all day long in some of the surplus stores. Some of the older surplus, there's a lot of old stock. These things work good. Even if you happen to have an old pair of dress trousers around the house that are in wool, you can wear them. Even the lightweight ones will work very, very well, actually. Of course, you might not have the pockets on the side of them, but, you know, hey, the wool trousers are going to protect you a lot better. They're going to keep you warmer, okay? Long underwear, yeah, throw that wool stuff on. It's a lot more, it works better. It just works better, keeps you warmer. If it gets wet or you sweat in it, it dries naturally with your body heat. It's not going to hold on to that humidity, but it's going to hold on to the warmth. That's the advantage. It's your body that warms up the clothes. When it comes to socks, there's lots of levels of socks. Okay, I have some lightweight. These are I think these are, I don't know if these are Darn Tough or or what these are. These are the smart wool socks. I wear these right here all year round. Now, the last time I was out, it was quite cold. I did throw these out here on. These are also smart wool, and these came in handy. They're much warmer, much thicker pair of socks. Luckily, my boots are about a half a size too big. Not too big for me, but too big in general. So I'm able to accommodate these right here. And so that works fantastic. Something else is that I have some, you get a lot of these synthetic neckerchiefs, it's kind of like that, neck tube. This is a wool one. It's not very long, but it's long enough. I don't need layers of it. I need just enough so that it covers up my neck area, can pull up a little higher on my neck. And of course, I wear always in the field with myself in the wintertime, my wool watch cap. Now this is all wool. It's not synthetic. It's not going to burn. It's not going to, when it gets wet, it's not going to hold on to that humidity. And like I said, it's the price-wise, you got to look at it yourself, okay? Something else, like if it's the autumn or not so cold outside, I have a lighter weight wool shirt, And this is just you can get these, here's a Columbia, I think. I'm not sure what brand it is. It's a Columbia. I've had it for many, many years. Matter of fact, the advantage of the wool stuff is that I've had all these things for more than 10 years, if not longer. And they work. As long as I don't get bigger, they're all fine, So, you can also, go to online. There's some shops that sell wool shirts, but be careful. Avoid the fleece line. I don't like the fleece line stuff. I'd rather have a wool line, but avoid and I can never remember the terms for it. There's this line of warm weather shirts out there. It looks like wool, but actually it's cotton, or it's polypropylene or something like that, some plastic. It doesn't have the same level of protection that a wool would. It's lighter, it's less expensive, but it's not going to protect you the way wool would. Wool's a natural material and it protects you a lot better. Cotton is a natural material also, but cotton kills. So avoid wearing cotton under all your clothes because it's going to hold on to the humidity and you're going to stay wet and you're going to be cold, this kind of stuff. Wool blankets are great for camping, this kind of stuff, but that's where you get to the point where what protects you better, down, wool, or a synthetic bag. That's something you got to see for yourself. But anyway, when it comes to gloves, good wool liners are really nice also. They help and protect you a lot also, and if you want to protect them a little more, you can throw in something else. When it comes to Gore-Tex, Gore-Tex is nice and fine. Gore-Tex is very expensive, but Gore-Tex doesn't always work. If you're in a hot, humid area wearing Gore-Tex, you're going to sweat underneath of it, and Gore-Tex is going to burn very quickly around a fire. It can, you can catch on fire. It can make holes everywhere. It's just not funny, especially if you spend a whole lot of money on a one that's $500, $700. Next thing you know, you got holes all in it. It's just not funny. So find a wool possibility, something else in wool. Filson makes some really good stuff. You got Wool Rich, this kind of stuff. These other companies make some really good wool stuff. You're going to spend more, but you know what? You're going to have it for a lot longer. Okay, this shirt right here I've had for, I think this is 4 years old. The one, also another one I wear from the same company is 5 years old. And so I just keep buying wool. So anyway, that's why I buy wool. That's why I use it, and that's why I can suggest it. So anyway, if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. And I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and tell everybody about us. Anyway, I hope you have a good day from the team of Helvetia Bushcraft, and we look forward to seeing you again in our next video. Bye.